Guten Tag, I'm Squidzilla, and welcome back to episode 6 of my Direwolf20 Let's Play series. Today, I'm going to start on my favorite mod, Botania. First, let's talk about some extra utilities. So what I have right here is a Resonator from Extra Utilities, and you can see it's working. Right next to it is not a solar panel. I don't know why the tooltip's all screwy, but what that is it's a manual mill. So what the Resonator is, that's how you make it when you take redstone, block of coal, and a resonating redstone crystal. What it lets you do is convert certain materials to others. So if we go to it and click recipes, you can see we turn polished stone to stone burnt, lapis to reactive dust, red coal, upgrade bases, wireless heating cores, and redstone glass. So what this is, it's a special tool that lets you convert certain things in extra utilities to other things. So, and what you use for the manual mill is stone, resonating crystal, and a redstone gear, which is literally just 4 redstone torches. Real easy. And you use this to get started. So you throw some polished stone in, which is just 4 bricks, and then you press this and start cycling. Alright, the nice thing is once you right click on it once, you can let go and it'll just keep going by itself. Alright, so you use that to create some stone burnt. And once you've got a few pieces of stone burnt, you can make some type of mill. You can use a fire mill, which generates grid points over fire, which again is pretty cheap. A lava mill, lunar panel, which creates grid power at night. You can see those are really cheap. They don't take anything special, just polished stone. Manual mill, which I just showed you, solar power, which gives you 1 grid power per. So these two are really cheap and very passive. Windmill goes wind. I like the water mill. And the reason is it's actually pretty cheap to make. So the stone burnt's the hardest part, but you know, redstone gears, that's 8 redstone and some sticks and a block, and then a crystal. Not too hard, but it generates up to 14. And so all you have to do is you put 1 down there, 1 bucket of water, and it's creating 14 RF per tick. Or excuse me, 14 grid power per tick. And you can see it's just trucking along. A nice thing, go inside, we can make another one. So let's just do that. 4, 8, 1. Oops. It's real simple. So let's go back to here. 4 redstone torches, or 8 redstone torches. Oops, I hope I picked the right one, huh? 2 gears. Now I have a water mill. Real simple, right? Let me go grab another bucket of water from my little temporary spot over here. Head back over to the setup area. Oh, first off, let's see if I need to. I may not even need a bucket of water. Oh, look at that, it's already working. Pretty sweet, huh? So I guess I could probably put another 2 over with just 1 bucket of water. So we'll save that for now, we'll use it later. Pretty cool, huh? So that's 28 GP. Now, you notice it generates 14, and it also gives me up to 14, so lots of grid power, which is good. Now, why do I want this? Well, the reason I want it is one of the things we can make is this red coal. So let's look at charcoal, coal, 1600. Red coal is also 1600. Oh, that's not really true. So if you take a piece of charcoal in, and it grids up, you know, it builds up, so I gotta get up to 16. So you turn it into red coal. And red coal produces a whole lot, burns a lot longer than what it says on the tooltip. Alright, and the reason I want that is for Botania. So there we go, that's the correct tooltip. So you see 1600 to 1200, 12,000. So quite a substantial increase, and all it does is take a little time. So now we got that set up. Let's move on to Botania, because we'll need that for mana generation. It's a real easy, efficient way. So the first thing we do is make Lexica Botania. So we need a book and a sapling. And That's real easy. So we just grab us a sapling. Doesn't matter type. Book is paper, blank patterns, and string. So string and blank patterns are easy. Actually, I might have a couple. Yep, got 2 there. And paper, that'll be downstairs in the fridge. 1, 2, 3. So 3 paper. So now we get all the parts we need for a book. So let's gen the book up with the sapling. And now we have Let's Go Botanica. Yay! And a new little achievement. First we'll go to basic mechanics. Now, I'm not going to go over everything. I'm kind of going to push along. First thing we need is a petal apothecary. Real simple. That's it. Slabs, stone, and that. So let's head out front to our Botania thing. We'll grab ourselves a petal. And I just realized I don't have any cobble. How about that? So let's grab some cobble and head back outside. Crafty table. So we'll get ourselves some slabs. And just like that, petal apothecary. Now, why is this useful? Well, you can do a lot of cool stuff with it. So, first, we're going to hollow this out. And why? Well, you always need water. So let's head back over to our little pond over here, and we'll create an infinite water source we can utilize for Botania. So I got 1, and I got 2. There we go. Now to make sure I can always find a bucket, throw down a drying rack, and I've got a bucket now. So easy to find. So what you want to do is you want to fill it up, and then we'll move on from there. So a lot of cool stuff. Alright, so we're going to need a pure daisy, which is real easy. Pure daisy lets us make living wood and living stone, and it takes 4 white petals. So that's just 2 of these. That's 4. Oh, I need some seeds. And seeds. Luckily, I've got lots of. Oh, we'll use those for now. I can always go get more. I don't know if the other ones work, but 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I have a pure daisy. Easy. So we'll create a little bit of space here. Oops. Put that there. So it'll convert anything in a space around it. So let's get some wood. Let that go. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and make a second one. Just because it's simpler. So, yeah, we'll get our bucket. Whoops. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. There we go. I'm making a mess over here. So that's that one. Let's space this one out, clear some room. And we'll clear all those flowers out in a sec. And let's go upstairs and get some stone. Alright, I'll just get some stone done. Easy peasy, right? So head back and around, so the wood should almost be done. And it takes a little bit of time. Nope, there it goes. There, now we have all that stuff. Pretty fancy, huh? So now we have a little bit of living room. Now what do we need that for? Well, the real reason we need it is for a wand of the forest, alright, which is just 3 living wood twigs and 2 petals. So living wood is just 2 pieces of living wood. So real easy. 1, 2, 3. So that's 3 petals or 3 twigs. And then for this, let's use red and blue. Why not? Just pop these out. Say red, and blue, the forest. Oh, let's mine up this living rock. Alright, that's good. Need that. So we'll put some more wood down because we're going to need that. Let that convert. Alright, let's see what's next. So we can back that up. Alright, and we don't need a runic altar. Alright, so let's send the book away. So I'll cover what we need next. Alright, so next thing we're going to need is a mana pool. Alright, so that's it. It's regular mana pool, so that's 5 living rock. So just put that in a pattern like that, and bang, mana pool. And we'll put that about, we'll put it here because we need it. Now how do we feed this? Alright, so that is basically the containment unit for mana. Alright, so what we need to feed it though is a mana spreader, which is gold, 6 living wood, and a petal. So right now we only have 2 living wood. That's why I put some more down. There it is, it's converting already. So let's grab a piece of gold. Head back on out. Mine up this living wood. Let's build ourselves. So we'll take a petal, gold, that, bang, mana spreader, easy peasy. Now what I like to do for mana generation is space it out just a little bit, right? Or even, you know, we can put it here, that's fine too, right? But I like to elevate a little bit. It makes it a little bit easier to, oh, I do have an axe, I'm doing it the hard way. Alright, now we take this, we make sure it's bind mode, so to change it, we just shift right click on the sky. So bind, and now it's connected to that. So you can see, but it's empty, right? So it's not shooting any mana. So the easiest way to generate mana is what's called an Endoflame. Right here, and that's 2 brown, 1 red, 1 light gray. So let's see, 2. So red, I'll make several just to get it started. 2 light gray and 4 brown. Oh well, we'll just start with a couple. I'll show you a trick later to double stuff. So 4 brown. That. Real easy, huh? Now what I also like to do is kind of line these up, that way I can just drop it all at once. So it's in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Endoflame. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Endoflame. Now if you set up your mana spreader first, when you place these flowers they will bind to the closest one. So we'll start there with those, and then we'll see how it lights up. Now, if we toss a piece of red coal down, it'll gobble it up and it'll burn, and then it's going to start generating mana. You'll see that green bar filling up? When it fills up, it'll throw one out. So I'll toss a normal piece of coal, and now watch. That one was to burn in the coal, this one's the normal one. You'll see it's starting to produce a little bit faster, right? So let's go over to our Resonator and throw all that charcoal in there and let it slowly turn into red coal. Now the big thing is, how do we feed this? So you can use a couple things. If you want to stay Botania pure, you would use a open crate and feed it with a hopper, and then so that anything you put in the hopper would feed an open crate, and the open crate would just drop it. But I want to use something different. What I want to use is a automatic precision dropper from Actually Editions. So pretty simple stuff to make. So let's head upstairs and make that real quick. nuggets, 1 of you, 4 redstone, 2 lapis. So we're going to throw the redstone, lapis, let it go. So basic coil, advanced coil. Oh, I gotta put the gold in there. Advanced coil. Right. Then we need a dropper, so that's easy. Piece of redstone. Dropper, right? And then 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. An automatic precision dropper. Ooh boy, fun, right? So what we can do now, and I just like to place it over here because it's easy. Okay, I probably didn't need to dig all the way down. Let's put that there. Alright, so it's redstone motion deactivation. And then what we can do is create a pressure plate. And go get some stuff. Some red coal. And we go on here, we toss it in. It'll pop one up. You see it, when an item's sitting on there, it won't plop up anymore. So a nice little, very compact way to automate it. Now if I want to really get fancy, so you see how that's there, right? Ah, got too close. If I had my remagnetisation, I wouldn't get anything done. Right. So we can take a little bit we can take a little bit further. We get 5 iron. Build a chest. I think you guys, some of you probably know where I'm going with this. And we build a hopper. Yay! Real easy, right? So let's see, let's take a stack of wood. Toss it in these things. You see I've got 2 powered furnaces now to kind of double the output. Toss all this ore, all these ingots back into my storage. Alright, let's see how we're doing. So 19, that's pretty good for now. And I'll fill it more in a bit. But what I do is I empty this out. Now the nice thing about it is this can be anywhere and it feeds this. So I'll take my resonator over here. So point a hopper at it, place the resonator down, and I'll throw this remaining coal in there, or red coal in there. Toss all this in here and just let it go. And then when it finishes, creates one, it will drop in the hopper and go into the precision dropper, and these will fall into here. And now I've got, you know, semi-automated processing. Alright, now let me show you one more thing. So what we can do, a way to, like, let's say you're running low on stuff, alright? So let's see, I think I can crush this, yeah. Alright, so I'm going to grab some bones, toss these in here. Oops, that would not be a crusher. That's why it's not going to work. Yeah, there we go, got some more stuff. Alright, so what we can do to get more petals is we get some bone meal. And where are my shears? There's my shears. It's probably lost to what to do with that. Give me my bone meal. Alright, so we got a bunch of bone meal. Now, why is this useful? Well, it's pretty cool. This is a mod. In this mod, what I can do is, you know, say you got red, brown, and gray, right? do is I break these into their petals, right? We'll keep the ratio, right? So I'll start with the brown, with the red. So we plant a petal, see how it starts to glow? We bone meal it, we get a too high plant, hit it with shears. Now that too tall plant makes 4, so I just went 1 to 4. So I just quadrupled what I have. And that's why I kept the ratio. So now we can make 4 more Endoflames. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now I have 4 more. Ho ho ho. Pretty cool, huh? Now what I can do is I can... So all 6, see how all of them are feeding now? Now let's see how fast this thing generates mana. Oh, it's full. Why are you confused? Oh, I wonder if the redstone signal from the plate's confusing it. Well, that's easy. That's easy to fix. We'll just bump it up a little higher. But now you see these all have become delinked. So what we do is we bind these. Make sure they're all bound up. And now it's firing again. Yeah, that's what it was. It was the pressure braid. Turned it off. Alright, so now they're all bound back to that. You see it is firing almost constantly, huh? You see this thing still ticking away. Just making red coal. Oh. Alright, I guess the hopper does not work. I'll have to try some other ways. I guess I'll have to make some indirect pipes or something. But that's fine, I can just manually pull them out for now. Toss it in and you'll see it's still going. So with 6 of these things, it's almost constantly firing. Alright, now let's check these and make sure we're not overloading them. They're all... Alright, they're doing pretty good. You see they're burning for a while, right? You see almost constant flux of mana. So it just goes, goes, goes. You see we've already started to get a little trickle. So I'm going to let that run for a bit. In fact, I'll probably set up a few more just so we get a nice flow of mana. So, because that's kind of the key for Botanias. You gotta have mana. But anyway, hope you guys liked the episode, and I'll see you next episode for more Botania. Juice!